It's almost Christmas, so I think it's time for me to reshare the story of the time I wrote Resident Alien fanfic for French class and it got noticed by multiple of the show's creatives. Now, how did this happen? 'Twas the week before Christmas break and my French teacher was giving out an extra credit assignment. It was a creative writing assignment. So I decided, why don't I make this interesting for myself and write about something I actually want to write about? So the result was Harry's Christmas Adventure, where your favorite alien goes on an adventure with Max and Sahar. So I had to write this thing in French for the assignment, but then I figured, why don't I just translate this into English, because I was proud of the story I wrote. So then I decided, why don't I just also upload it onto the internet while I'm at it? Christmas Day, I spent a good chunk of time reading the story out loud so I could record it and post it online. And I tagged a bunch of people who worked on the show, not really expecting anyone to see it. But then I had the alien himself, Alan Tudyk, like my post and comment on it, along with some of the executive producers like Chris Sheridan, the creator of the show, and a bunch of the cast, which was super cool. Then January comes along and it's time for me to hand in my assignment. I handed in not thinking much, hoping I'll get a good mark because I believe the quality of the language in there was pretty good. Then I get my mark back and I got an A, which was really awesome. But not only that, when my teacher's giving it back to me, he's like, Jillian, this sounds really familiar. Do you know about the show Resident Alien? And then I'm kind of just like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I saw them filming one time because the show films in my region. He's like, it's a really interesting show, isn't it? And he's like, you wrote the characters so well. And I was just really surprised because the person who was my French teacher at the time just didn't seem like someone who would be updated on most pop culture, especially specifically Resident Alien, but I'm not here to judge. And you know what? I agree. That is great taste in television. So now I wonder, what would happen if I wrote Goblin Macbeth fanfiction? For English class, maybe?